We're talking about cholesterol this week and how ridiculous it is, what cholesterol, how important cholesterol is, and how ridiculous statin drug medication is, how ridiculous statin drug medication is. It is an unbelievable travesty of biblical proportions, quite frankly. Cholesterol is extremely important to the human body. Extremely important to the human body. We spoke about this yesterday. Today we're going to speak about statin drugs. We're going to speak about statin drugs today and perhaps shed some light on this very important subject, Statins interfere with the production of coenzyme Q10, which supports the body's immune and nervous systems, boosts heart and other muscle health, maintains normal blood pressure, and much more. Statin drugs weaken the immune system, making it difficult to fight off bacterial infections. They make some patients unable to concentrate or remember words and are linked to cognitive decline and central nervous system conditions, including Lou Gehrig's disease. Statins inhibit the beneficial effects of essential omega-3 fatty acids by promoting the metabolism of omega-6 fatty acids, which increases insulin resistance and the risk of developing diabetes. There's evidence that statin use blocks the benefits of exercise. Statins work by reducing the body's ability to produce cholesterol, which is essential to brain health. I spoke about this yesterday. Statin users have a higher incidence of nerve degeneration and pain and memory loss, confusion and depression, and a higher risk of ALS and Parkinson's, according to Dr. David Williams in his July 2014 Alternatives newsletter. Statins also decrease carotenoid levels. Carotenoids, which are found in fresh fruits and vegetables, act as antioxidants. Statin drugs may be driving Americans to overeat. A 12-year study published in JAMA found that statin users increase their calorie intake by 9% and fat consumption by 14%. An animal study linked statin use to muscle damage. The beat goes on here. Statins affect the quality of sleep. Statins increase the risk of prostate and breast cancer. Statins speed aging and lower sex drive. And they've been linked to aggressive and violent behavior in women. This from Health Impact News, healthimpactnews.com. Check it out. All of these things that statin drugs do, right? All of these unintended consequences from statin drugs, are rampant. And while statin drugs have been all the rage, heart disease remains the number 2 killer of people in the United States. 610,000 people a year die from heart disease. But I thought heart disease was supposed to be prevented by fat-free diets, exercise, and statin drugs. Well, apparently not. We've been taking statin drugs to the tune of $20 to $29 billion a year, $20 to $29 billion a year, and yet heart disease remains unchanged. Meanwhile, all of these other unintended, perhaps, well, maybe intended, unintended consequences happen as a direct result of letting the medical doctors run the show. And when the medical doctors fail us, heart disease remains unchanged. When the medical doctors harm us, all of these unintended consequences from statin drugs. When the medical doctors bankrupt us, MD-directed medical treatments, of course, the leading cause of bankruptcy here in the United States. And when the medical doctors kill us, MD-directed medical treatments are the leading cause of death in the United States. When all of these things happen, we give them a pass. This is how deeply intoxicated we are on the wine of the MD. This is how deeply embedded in this medical matrix we are. This is the depth, breadth, and length of our cognitive dissonance. We just cannot bring ourselves to believe, to even think about, to even consider the notion that the medical doctors, the MDs, might be wrong. And they get it wrong all the time. Remember years ago? Well, you probably don't remember. When they told you that you had to bleed yourself in order to cure disease, right? You had to bleed yourself with the lancet. The lancet was the medical doctor's treatment of choice. You bleed a couple of quarts of blood out of the body. Yeah, that's a good treatment. That was what the MDs espoused years ago, and nobody called their bluff. Then they told us that we had to purge the body of evil humors, not only by bloodletting, but by taking large doses of mercury and calomel, and which was the standard of MD care, and everybody went along for the ride, and millions of people died because of their incompetence. And every 10 years, they roll out another ridiculous notion. This cholesterol notion is perhaps the latest one. There are a number of ridiculous notions that the MDs are responsible for. And even though they fail us, even though under their guidance, tutelage, watch, and care, quote unquote, even while we have given ourselves over to their, I don't want to say care, because it's not really the right word, even though we have given them complete, utter, and total control of the medical marketplace, even though we have let the Food and Drug Administration protect the pharmaceutical industry instead of citizens in the United States, even though we have given them complete, utter, total control of the marketplace, they have completely, utterly, and totally let us down, and nobody calls them on it. It is the only profession that I'm aware of that can consistently screw up, and they still have a job. We wouldn't allow that with automobile manufacturers. We wouldn't allow that with plumbers or roofers or, a shipping company, a furniture manufacturing company. If Ford Motor Company manufactured an automobile, and 90% of the time when you drove that automobile off of the lot within 30 days, the engine caught on fire, well, there would be lawsuits galore. It would be a lawyer's field day, and rightly so. But when the medical doctors fail us, when the medical doctors harm us, when the medical doctors bankrupt us, and when the medical doctors kill us, what do? Nothing. Well, I'll tell you what we do in the United States. We write another medical insurance premium check. That's what we do here. In Canada, what do? You get up and go to work because you have to make money. Why do you have to make money? Well, because you have to make money to survive on planet Earth, unless you live in the steppes of Russia. You're an indigenous goat herder somewhere, or you live in the jungles of South America. You got to make money. But in Canada, you have to make more money than the average bear because they take, 20-30% out of your paycheck to pay for what? MD-directed medical care, which is the leading cause of death in North America. So you have to make more money because you're paying a large chunk of what you make every month to a medical system that has completely failed you. And nobody is calling their bluff. And if you want to visit a naturopath in Canada or the United States or Europe, or you want to secure the services of a homeopath or an Ayurvedic practitioner or a chiropractor or an acupuncturist or an herbalist or somebody else other than an MD, you got to pay through the pocket, out of pocket, private. It's not covered by the government. Inquiring minds want to know who made the MDs king. Who says that the MD's way is the only way? Who says that the only thing that can cure disease is a drug? That's a law in the United States, by the way. The only thing that can cure disease is a drug. Who says? Well, I'll tell you who said. The MDs said. The pharmaceutical industry said, and we all genuflected at that altar, and we continue to. It's only a matter of time until this house of cards collapses in on itself. It's already happening. Healthcare, disease management costs in the United Kingdom, disease management costs in Canada, disease management costs in the United States are bankrupting us. Last time I looked, money was a circle. If somebody's losing, somebody's gaining. So we lose, the government loses, the pharmaceutical industry wins, the medical doctors win. Medical doctors are doing quite fine, thank you very much. Pharmaceutical industry doing quite fine. Thank you very much. And if you own stock in a pharmaceutical company, I would not want to be you in the afterlife, because there is karma. There are payback. There is, in fact, the notion of what goes around comes around is, in point of fact, true. You better clean up your house, ladies and gentlemen. Stop giving money to the medical industry, which is the leading cause of death, the leading cause of bankruptcy, and under whose tutelage and care we are suffering and suffering and suffering. Stop it. Bad dog, no biscuit. Educate yourself. Alternatively, in naturopathic therapeutics, if you're smart enough to pass the driver's license test, you're smart enough to know how to support your body's built-in God-given ability to fix itself. Go to drglidden.com, become a Dr. Glidden advocate, and take a step towards your own health recovery. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen in New Jersey is up when we come back.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without a Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without a Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. The call lines are lit up like a Christmas tree today. Let's go to Stephen in New Jersey and see what's up. Hey, Stephen, thanks for calling. You are live.
Hey, Dr. Glidden. First of all, I want to say thank you on behalf of all Longevity Nation for everything that you do. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome very much. It's my pleasure. We're all in this together, man.
Amen. My reason I'm calling is regards to members of my downline. Members of my downline, I have a father and his daughter, and the daughter's dealing with, she's been dealing with stomach pains for a few months now, where she would get up in the morning feeling nauseous, and then she would eat a little bit and still feel sick. She would... Sometime lately, she's getting up feeling hungry and eat a little, but she would feel sick afterwards. And then, sometimes in the afternoon when she's at school, she'll feel sick. Sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't feeling sick. And the mom was suspecting it could be leaky gut because she does crave sweets, and she hasn't. They haven't been completely off of the gluten-free food. We had talked about it, but. And she also she had seen another natural doctor, and they were going to do they're doing a stool test, and they had taken her off of dairy for a little bit of time.
So she's still in the weeds, right? I mean, has she seen a conventional medical doctor and had any type of testing done to try to figure out why she's nauseous?
Yeah. They also checked her, and I'm trying to remember if it was the natural doctor or the other one, the allopath, that was saying that she's also going to do a breath test, a breathing test, that's coming up on November 16th. Every half hour to drink the sugary drink.
Oh yeah, that's a ridiculous test. They only need to test hemoglobin A1C if they're considering this as blood sugar issue, but. In the diagnostic array here, you don't even think about a blood sugar issue causing this. The reason that they want to test the blood sugar is because the kid's craving sweets. But that has nothing to do with, what's making her nauseous all of the time. It has nothing to do with it. And why they would even, it's just nuts what they do. So her parents have been paying medical insurance premiums for a long time in order to gain access to MD-directed medicine when they need it. Now they need it. They bring their kid to the MD. The MD's got nothing for them. The child's in pain. The child's suffering. The child has chronic and persistent symptoms, and the MDs can't flip and figure it out. They can't. They don't know what the heck's going on. That's a problem. Again, we would not accept this type of behavior, this type of incompetence in any other system, in anything else, in any other type of business transaction. We would not accept it. But when the MDs can't figure it out, they're still, I really love my doctor. Well, you know what? This is what you get. So we can't diagnose, well, sometimes we can, but most of the times we can't diagnose things at a distance like this. However, I'll tell you how we think, because remember, this is foundation medical nutrition for the masses, right? The first thing to do when anybody has chronic and persistent digestive trouble, and this is digestive trouble, the first thing to do is stop the 12 bad foods. That's it. If they don't want to stop the 12 bad foods, then send them a brochure for a funeral home and walk away. You have to have a little tough love here. They either eliminate the 12 bad foods or they don't eliminate the 12 bad foods. If someone has a chronic and persistent gastrointestinal problem, digestive problem, and they do not change what they eat, they deserve what they get, quite frankly, number one. Number two, what I would do for 4 weeks is I would give this child the Cherry Mints, EFA Plus, Mac E Plus, Cherry Min's EFA Plus, Mac E Plus, and probiotics. That's what I would do for the first 4 weeks. Probiotics, EFA Plus, Mac E Plus, and Cherry Min's for the first 4 weeks to help calm down the digestive tract. And then I would do the Healthy Blood Sugar Pack 2.0 moving forward after that, the Healthy Blood Sugar Pack 2.0. But look, man, if I punched myself in the arm in the same place 3 times a day, every day, it's only a matter of time until I develop a black and blue. Now, what are we going to do if I have a black and blue? Well, I can take anti-inflammatory meds. I can take pain meds. I can up my intake of anti-inflammatory herbs. But all of that is irrelevant if I don't stop punching myself in the arm. The kid has to clean up their diet. This is a hard break, Stephen. Stick around. I'll finish up with you when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in and turning on. Leading cause of death in the United States, MD-directed medical treatments, leading cause of death. It helps if I put the microphone up. I've found that that's true for all of you budding radio enthusiasts. It helps if you speak into the microphone. That's my advice for today. Let's go back to Stephen and see if we can finish this out. Stephen, are you still with me?
I am, Dr. Glidden.
Okay, good. So that's what I have to say for the daughter. I think you had one more question?
Yes, about her father. Now, I was going to mention too with that situation with them and my downline. Right now, they have a tight budget for what they're dealing with, and so he's been dealing with high blood pressure. He was on blood pressure medication for like about 15 years, and he started the nutrients back in August. And I mean, he's been under considerable amount of stress, considering with his daughter, he was being concerned about that, and the money being kind of like restricted at the moment. That's why I was asking also, like, what would you recommend between like him and for the daughter too, considering like a tight budget as far as maybe like $50, $60, $70 at like a bare minimum right now, what nutrients to get?
2 bottles of plant minerals, 1 bottle for him and 1 bottle for her. 1 bottle each of the plant-derived minerals. The minerals are 66% of the body's nutrient needs, and there is no other nutritional supplement anywhere on the planet that I'm aware of that gives the body the minerals that Youngevity does. So when you are absolutely positively hard up against it, eliminate the 12 bad foods and get people on the minerals. Get people on the minerals. The minerals will make a difference. They will make a noticeable change somewhere in the body. 66% of the body's nutrient needs is never a bad idea. So that's where you want to start. And also, look, Dr. Wallach set Youngevity up as a network marketing business in order to help people like this. Because if these people learn how to promote Youngevity and they just bring in 2 people a month, they expose two people a month and teach those people how to get 2 people, and those people how to get 2 people, and those people how to get 2 people. But in the end of a year, you're making a significant amount of money every month, and you're getting your nutritional supplements for free. So let this be a motivator for them. Enroll them into the business opportunity. You can join for $25, become a Youngevity business builder for $25, and then just start spreading the good news. But in the meantime, Stephen, 1 bottle of plant minerals each, that would be perhaps a good place to start. I appreciate your support and your stand for the health of your community. Keep up the good work, Stephen. People in your life need you more than you know. California's up next. Let's talk to Lori about Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Hello, Lori. Thanks for the call. You are live.
Hi. Just wanted to mention I love how you explain things. A great sense of humor, and I appreciate listening to you.
Hey, well, that's great. I appreciate the positive strokes. How can I help?
Well, 5 years ago, I stumbled onto a diagnosis of Hashimoto's, and I say, stumbled onto because I just happened to have my TPO antibodies measured, and they were over 1,000. I was like, what, what's up with this? So ever since then, I have been working to cure myself, if you will. I finally found a doctor that had a clue, and within the first year, he said, you got to get off gluten. So I've been on a very strict gluten-free diet for almost 5 years now, and eat a really good diet, no processed foods or anything like that. And that in and itself dropped my TPO antibodies from over 1,000 down to about 250. But I still want to get down to, yeah. But I really like to get down to a normal, which is under 30. I just recently found an ND who did an organic acids test, urine test, which showed that I had way high superate, L-lactate, D-lactate, way high, citrate, succinate, all these, and producing zero pyruvate. So this ND put me on, about 3,000 milligrams of calcium pyruvate, L-cysteine, L-acetylcarnitine, alpha-lipoic acids, carbaceous, fatty acid assist.
How's it
and
working?
Lots of Well, it's been a couple months now, and I haven't had my TPO antibodies checked. But what I want to know is, I feel really good. I even stopped taking my thyroid meds, which was only about a half grain of Nature-Throid anyway. So I've stopped taking that. Didn't really ask him whether I should or not. I just did it, and I'm feeling really great. I have good energy. I just want to know what should I be looking for that I am actually healing? Is it a normalization of the organic acids test? Is it my TPO antibodies normalizing? What exactly am I looking for? Because I look in the mirror and I still have a scalloped tongue, and I'm losing some, eyebrow hair on the one side, and that sort of thing. And that's the stuff that I like to be able to gauge and say, oh, I don't have a scalloped tongue anymore, or, oh, my antibodies are coming down. I just, for me, I need to look at things and say, oh, I can see that this is working. I do feel great. I've never been one of these classic Hashi people where, I'm 110 pounds, never had a weight problem, never had any of the classic Hashi's symptoms, really. But anyway, so I just want to know, what can I be looking for that I'm actually healing? All
right. So the first thing to consider here in the understanding of the human body is that we have to come up with an understanding of health. What is health? Because if we don't know what health is, we won't be able to work towards it, and we're kind of chasing our tails. So the best definition of health that I've ever heard, the one that I espouse and the one that most sophisticated holistic physicians lean on, is like this. Health is considered the ability of a living organism to experience stress and remain symptom-free. So symptoms are divided into two categories: subjective symptoms, the things that we feel, and objective symptoms, the things that we don't feel but which show up in diagnostic discovery, like an x-ray or blood work or something like this, right? I think over 50% of the liver, maybe more, can be completely obliterated by cirrhosis, and you feel fine. You don't really feel like you have a problem, but you get your blood work done, and it's, oh my God, your liver enzymes are off the chart. Same thing with high blood pressure, right? You can feel relatively normal, but your blood pressure is really, really high, and you would not have known that had you objectively measured it. So when we are attempting to assess somebody's state of health, we lean primarily on the subjective symptoms, how you feel, number one, and then number two, we know what's happening with the blood work and the other diagnostic discovery. So I would recommend you do a symptom inventory. It might be a little late in the game to do that, but you get a legal pad, and on the left-hand side, you write down everything that's bothering you, and you give each of those symptoms a score from 0 to 10, 0 being it's gone, 10 being shoot me in the head now, it's so bad. And then once a week, you check in with that list and give each of your symptoms a score. And if the scores are coming down every month, then you're doing the right thing. If you're, flatlining or you're getting worse with any subjective or objective symptom, then there's something else that you need to be doing. Now, I would heartily encourage you to go to my website, become a Dr. Glidden advocate. It's a monthly subscription. I mean, you can even become an advocate for 2 days for $2. and watch the webinar that I did on Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Because our perspective on Hashimoto's is unique, different than anybody else. There's only 2 other naturopathic physicians in the entire world that think how I think about Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and I believe that I'm correct. So you need to bring yourself up to speed with the way that we understand the kind of genesis of that illness, because there's stuff that you can be doing that you're not doing now, which will help you to get on the other side of this more rapidly than what you're doing. And also understand from our point of view, and there are exceptions to every rule, but really this is a good position to stand on. And our position is simple because it's based in truth and, a sophisticated, factual, humanistic understanding of the workings of the human organism. Your body is endowed with a spiritual presence. Your body is endowed with a vital force. Whatever it is that leaves the body at the moment of death, whatever it is that brings light to the eyes, whatever it is that is consciousness itself, is running the show inside the body. And that spiritual force brings to the body intelligence and wisdom. Your body knows how to fix itself. Your body wants to fix itself. Your body is attempting all of the time to fix itself. Your body is so smart, it grew itself all by itself from a single cell into you. That's pretty good. And if the body knew how to do that, well, it probably knows how to fix itself. So our position is not to attempt to micromanage the biochemistry of the body and paying attention to pyruvate levels or heavy metal levels or this, that, or the other thing. These are good indicators. It's good to know objectively what's happening in the human body. But when something is out of whack, rather than attempting to micromanage it, with high doses of single amino acids or whatever, our position is, look, stop eating food that's gumming up the works, number one. Number two, give the body all of the essential nutrients that it needs every day, appropriate for body weight, and recipes that your body can actually absorb. Do that for 3, 4, 5, or 6 months. Get out of the way and see how far back your body bounces. And most of the time when we do these 2 simple things, we just stop eating food that's hurting the body. We give the body all of the nutrients that it needs, right? Not just a boatload of, a couple of amino acids or vitamin C or whatever, or mega doses of calcium. When we give the body everything that it needs in a holistic, comprehensive fashion, then the body fixes itself, right? So this is, I think, what I would recommend for you is to watch the webinar that I did on Hashimoto's and then adjust the therapy that you're doing right now appropriately, because we believe, and I'll give you a little insider information here to kind of pique your curiosity. The medical doctors look at somebody with Hashimoto's and they see the TPO antibody is present. And that antibody is not present in somebody who's healthy, so they assume that the TPO antibody is causing the thyroiditis. We assume that the TPO is a result of the thyroiditis, that it's the body's response to the inflammation. You didn't just wake up someday in the past and your body decided to chew itself up and eat itself up and digest itself. That's what the MDs believe. They believe that the antibody is causing the illness. So their therapies are focused around suppressing the immune system. We say that's nonsense. That's juvenile. That's a ridiculous notion. And the antibody is not causing the disease. The antibody is the result of the disease. What's the disease? Chronic undiagnosed inflammation in the human body. Go to drglidden.com, Lori. Become a Dr. Glidden advocate, if only for 2 days, for goodness sakes. Watch the webinar that I did on Hashimoto's and bring yourself up to speed with the rest of the therapy that you need to support your body's ability to fix itself. We're staying in California with Cheryl when we come back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Seeing if we can finish it up here with Cheryl in California. Hey, Cheryl, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Well, hello, Dr. Glidden. Actually, I'm in Georgia, Doc. But
Georgia's even better. Georgia, don't get me started. How can I help?
All right, doctor. Well, I actually have two really quick questions. One is for a customer. A baby that has supposedly the worst spinal muscular atrophy they've ever seen. They're in the UK. The baby's 3 months old, and they've told the parents that they usually only live to 2 years old. Is there anything we can do for this child?
Don't know, but it makes sense to give a medical nutrition, right? Because the basic understanding here is that the child's body is not developing properly because why? Is there a genetic thing going on here? Maybe it was an epigenetic thing because the child was born with it. But if it is an epigenetic thing, which means that there was a problem in the architecture of the genes themselves. It wasn't that there's a gene that codes for muscular degeneration. It was the gene that codes for healthy muscles along the spine became broken.
Okay.
But that can fix itself, right? The body can fix that. The body has mechanisms to fix that. So we nutrify, and the faster, sooner that we nutrify children born with birth defects or any type of physiological problem right out of the gate, the more we increase the chances of a successful outcome, the sooner that we intervene. So this would just be simple. Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid and plant minerals.
Okay,
that's
how
it.
much would you give for the since it's such a baby, for the Healthy Start Pack?
So it's all based on body weight, right? So one healthy pack is per 100 pounds of body weight. So if the child's 20 pounds, then you need to divide the doses by 5, right? So instead of 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine a day, well, 1 scoop is 50 pounds. So the child would take half a scoop a day, right? If they're, or whatever. Just do the math.
Okay.
And figure it out. But yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay. One more thing. Someone else has tingling and losing down the right arm, as far as like it's always falling asleep, and any way they move and stuff like that, and always trying to find a comfortable position to bring it back.
Yeah, so nerve pain like that going down the right arm sometimes is a structural thing, and so they need to visit a chiropractor and make sure that everything in the upper spine is hunky-dory, because if it's not, if the upper spine is tweaked a little bit, it's going to be putting pressure on the nerve that goes down the arm, and kind of like when you hit your funny bone.
Right.
And so it's a mechanical thing, and maybe that's a problem, maybe it's not, but a chiropractor would be able to tell you that lickety-split. Number 2, we need to consider that this is due to muscular cramping in the shoulder. There's a little tunnel in the shoulder that the blood vessels and the nerves that innervate the arm go through. It's called the brachial plexus. The brachial plexus. It's like, where 3 or 4 different highways come together and they merge. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like that. There's a little tunnel in the shoulder, and it's surrounded by muscles. And if the muscles become spastic for whatever reason and they cramp up, then the muscles are going to put pressure on the nerves and the blood vessels that go down into the arm. So the after the chiropractor or before the chiropractor, or in addition to the chiropractor treatment, you would give extra calcium. So give the 90 essential nutrients here, and I would do 2 extra bottles of calcium for the first month. See whether or not that gets the person on the other side of it. And I'm going to bet you 25 cents that it does. Now, if you do both of those things and the neurological stuff persists, then it's not a musculoskeletal thing. It's not a muscular thing. It's a nerve thing. And what we do to support nerve health is extra essential fatty acids and a diet high in cholesterol. Okay. You could add that to the original program anyway. There's no harm and no foul there. But that's how you want to think about that. Keep up the good work in Ball Ground, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks for your time. Check my website out. That's where you need to be. drglidden.com. God willing and the creek don't rise. See you tomorrow. Till then, live long and prosper.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body, supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Hi, this is Sophie Winnick, longtime distributor and user of Youngevity products. In the last few years, my family went through a crisis. Everything else in my life, including my business, had to be put on the back burner. Thankfully, life is getting back to normal now. But the one thing I never had to worry about was my business and my monthly commission. I've been a distributor for Youngevity for over 17 years, since before it was Youngevity. And I've got to say, the most amazing thing about this company is the people. While my family was in crisis, other distributors stepped in and helped my customers, simply because that's what Youngevity people do, even for people they don't know. For me, it has never been about getting rich. It was about a product I could stand behind, a company I could count on, and a monthly commission check that has never, not once, been late in 17 years. Youngevity is truly a business for everyone, even people who have too much to do. I'm Sophie Winnick. I'm just like you. I have a real life, real ups and downs, but I know I will always have Youngevity.
Hi, I'm Rick Ossick with Famous Footwear. Did you know that premature birth is the #1 killer of babies? That's why we support the March of Dimes in the fight against premature birth. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment programs, and outreach to help moms have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Learn how you can help save babies' lives at marchofdimes.org.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
It's time to kick some ash because cigarettes have met their match. Smokers are switching to Vaporite e-liquid by LeSig because when you kick ash, you kick tar and smelly smoke too. LeSig smokes the competition with real people customer service, a 7-day satisfaction guarantee, and same-day fast free shipping. Become a vapor today at LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LeSig e-cigarettes. Kick some ash.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Attention, all men. Are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Are you having a slower, weaker stream? Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate is guaranteed to support a more complete emptying of your bladder, a fuller, stronger stream, and less waking at night to urinate.
Super Beta Prostate is a product that I really like. I endorse it. I use it myself. I was very pleasantly surprised that Super Beta Prostate helped me fairly quickly.
Super Beta Prostate is formulated with a natural plant enzyme called beta-cytosterol. It's so powerful, you'd have to take 100 saw palmetto pills to get the same sterols as just one Super Beta Prostate tablet. Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Call now to get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Call 1-800-853-1203. That's 1-800-853-1203. 800-853-1203.